As I embarked on my journey into this hidden realm, the rules of the surface web felt like a distant memory. The allure of the unknown beckoned, and I couldn't resist the siren call of the digital shadows. With a secure VPN and a specialized browser, I took my first steps into the enigmatic world of the dark web. The experience was a mix of trepidation and fascination as I navigated through encrypted links and obscure forums. In this realm, the digital mask I wore to protect my identity felt like a shroud. One day, I stumbled upon a post that promised access to the Forbidden Knowledge Vault. The description hinted at a repository of concealed truths, confidential documents, and forbidden information that had been kept hidden from the public eye. The testimonial spoke of government conspiracies, unrevealed scientific breakthroughs, and classified knowledge that had been sheltered from the world. The instructions for gaining access were cryptic and left a lingering sense of unease. I was to create a secure encrypted email account, send a coded message to a specific address, and await further instructions. It was as if I were stepping into a clandestine world where every move was a calculated risk. Days turned into weeks, and finally, a response arrived in my encrypted inbox. The message contained a single link, an invitation to the Forbidden Knowledge Vault. With a mixture of excitement and caution, I clicked on the link, and a world of concealed wisdom unveiled itself before me. The Forbidden Knowledge Vault was a labyrinth of information, a place where the line between secrecy and revelation blurred. Its archives contained an array of topics, from suppressed historical events and government cover-ups to tales of the occult, extraterrestrial encounters, and esoteric knowledge that defied conventional understanding. One particular section within the repository intrigued me: the Chronicles of the Hidden. It was a compilation of stories and first-hand accounts of encounters with the supernatural, unexplained phenomena, and strange occurrences that defied logic. These tales were accompanied by chilling images and audio recordings that sent shivers down my spine. One story in particular captivated my attention, a spine-chilling account of a cursed antique mirror. The narrative was accompanied by eerie photographs and audio recordings that filled me with dread. The mirror was said to hold a malevolent presence, a window to a realm of darkness that could consume those who gazed upon it. The more I delved into the story, the more I became engrossed in its chilling details. I scoured forums and discussion boards, seeking additional information and first-hand accounts from those who had experienced the mirror's curse. But the deeper I ventured, the more the lines between reality and the inexplicable blurred. I couldn't resist the call to investigate further. The dark web had become an obsession, a digital enigma that beckoned with its tantalizing secrets. I resolved to find the cursed mirror, to see for myself if the stories held any truth. The journey was a perilous one, filled with clandestine planning and covert travel. As I reached the location where the mirror was said to be, I could feel the weight of the unknown pressing upon me. The mirror stood in a dimly lit room, its surface covered in strange markings and symbols. It emanated an eerie aura, as if it were a gateway to a world beyond our understanding. I couldn't ignore the feeling that I was being watched, that the mirror held an intelligence of its own. As I gazed into the mirror, my reflection began to warp and shift, and I felt myself being drawn into its depths. It was as if the mirror was a portal to an alternate reality, a place of shadows and malevolence. I fought to break free to escape the mirror's grasp, but its power was overwhelming. I could feel an otherworldly presence surrounding me, a force that threatened to consume my very essence. In the end, I managed to break free from the mirror's grasp, fleeing the room with a sense of terror and disbelief. The encounter had left an indelible mark on my psyche, a chilling reminder that the dark web held secrets that transcended the digital realm. The dark web was a place where curiosity could lead to danger, where the pursuit of the forbidden came at a price too steep to bear. My journey into the Forbidden Knowledge Vault had exposed me to the enigmatic and the eerie, and I was left to grapple with the choices I had made in the shadows of the internet. I embarked on a journey that would forever change my perception of the online realm. The surface web, with its rules and restrictions, seemed far removed as I ventured into a world where the boundaries blurred and the enigmatic loomed large. Little did I know that my exploration would lead me to a chilling encounter with the cryptic and the sinister. Armed with a secure VPN and a specialized browser, I took my first steps into the shadowy expanse of the dark web. The experience was both exhilarating and unsettling as I navigated through encrypted links and obscure forums. Anonymity was the norm, and I could feel the virtual mask shrouding my identity like a protective cloak. One fateful day, my curiosity led me to a post that promised access to the Enigma repository. The description hinted at a digital vault of forbidden knowledge, hidden truths, and classified information that defied the boundaries of the surface web. The testimonials spoke of conspiracy theories, suppressed discoveries, and tales of the unexplained that had been buried by the powers that be. The instructions for gaining access were cryptic and unsettling. I was to create an encrypted email account, send a message to a specific address, and await further instructions. It was as if I were entering a clandestine world, where each step was a calculated risk. Days turned into weeks, and finally, a response arrived in my encrypted inbox. The message contained a single link, an invitation to the Enigma repository. With a mixture of anticipation and trepidation, I clicked on it, and a digital realm of secrecy unveiled itself. The Enigma repository was a labyrinth of knowledge, a place where the line between fact and fiction blurred. Its contents ranged from historical cover-ups and government conspiracies to unexplained phenomena and enigmatic occurrences. The more I delved into its depths, the more I felt like a digital detective piecing together a puzzle that could rewrite history. One particular section within the repository caught my eye, the Chronicles of the Obscure. It contained stories, accounts, and testimonials of encounters with the supernatural, the mysterious, and the unknown. These tales spoke of apparitions, cryptids, and inexplicable events that defied logic and explanation. One story in particular drew me in, a chilling account of an abandoned psychiatric hospital that was said to be a nexus of paranormal activity. The narrative was accompanied by haunting images and audio recordings that sent shivers down my spine. The more I read, the more I began to question the line between reality and the inexplicable. Had I ventured too far into the dark web, a place where conspiracy theories and paranoia reigned supreme? Or was there a deeper truth hidden within these stories of the obscure? As the days turned into weeks, I became increasingly obsessed with the abandoned hospital story. I scoured forums and discussion boards, searching for any information that could shed light on the mysterious place. But the more I delved, the more elusive the answers became, and the more mysterious the questions that arose. I couldn't resist the temptation to investigate further. The dark web had become an obsession, a digital enigma that held the promise of revealing secrets that lay beyond the grasp of the surface web. One fateful night, I made a decision that would lead me to a chilling encounter with the unknown. I arranged to visit the abandoned psychiatric hospital, intent on uncovering the truth behind the stories. The journey was perilous, involving clandestine planning and covert travel. As I entered the decrepit building, the darkness enveloped me, and I could feel a sense of foreboding that hung in the air. It was a place of eerie silence, broken only by the faintest whispers of a presence that could not be seen. The hospital was a labyrinth of decay, its halls lined with shattered windows and peeling paint. My footsteps echoed in the silence as I ventured deeper, each step a reminder of the treacherous path I had chosen. Suddenly, I felt a presence, a cold, spectral energy that sent shivers down my spine. It was as if the hospital itself had come to life, its history of pain and suffering etched into the very walls. As I explored further, I came across a room that seemed frozen in time. The walls were adorned with faded patient records, and a solitary, rusted gurney lay in the center. It was as if the hospital's darkest secrets had been preserved in this eerie chamber. I couldn't ignore the feeling that I was being watched, that the stories of the paranormal were not merely tales. As I tried to leave the room, the door slammed shut with a deafening force, trapping me in the darkness. The room seemed to come alive, and I could hear the whispers of the unseen, voices that spoke of anguish and torment. I knew I had ventured into a realm beyond comprehension, a place where the line between the real and the inexplicable had been irrevocably crossed. As I battled to escape the room, the shadows seemed to converge, and I could feel a cold, ghostly presence. It was as if the hospital itself had become a living entity, a malevolent force that sought to imprison those who dared to seek its secrets. In the end, I managed to break free from the room, fleeing the hospital with a sense of terror and disbelief. The encounter had left an indelible mark on my psyche, a chilling reminder that the dark web held secrets that could transcend the digital realm. The dark web had become a place of enigma and peril, a digital realm where the line between the real and the unknown had blurred. In the shadowy realm of the dark web, where anonymity reigned supreme, I embarked on a journey that would plunge me into a world of intrigue and danger. The surface web's rules and regulations seemed distant as I navigated through encrypted links and obscure forums, delving into a digital abyss that held secrets and mysteries beyond imagination. Armed with a secure VPN and a specialized browser, I embarked on this digital adventure, a venture into the clandestine corners of the internet. The experience was a peculiar mix of exhilaration and trepidation, like entering an underground society with its own unique code of conduct. One day, a mysterious post caught my attention. Its title was as enigmatic as they come, The Whispering Secrets. The description promised access to a hidden digital repository of confidential information, classified documents, and revelations that had been concealed from the public eye. It was an invitation to explore the obscure side of the internet and uncover secrets buried deep in the virtual catacombs. The instructions for gaining access were cryptic and left me with an eerie feeling. I was required to create a secure, encrypted email account, send a coded message to a specific address, and await further instructions. The more I delved into the enigma, the more the line between digital exploration and obsession blurred. Days turned into weeks, and finally, a response appeared in my encrypted inbox. The message contained a single link, an invitation to the Whispering Secrets. With a mix of excitement and caution, I clicked on the link and was transported into a digital realm shrouded in mystery. The Whispering Secrets was a maze of classified information and hidden truths, a place where reality and deception danced a cryptic waltz. Its archives contained an array of subjects, from government cover-ups and classified projects to tales of secret societies and encrypted knowledge that had been shielded from public view. One section within the repository held a series of stories known as the Chronicles of the Unseen. These stories detailed encounters with the supernatural, unexplained events, and inexplicable phenomena that defied conventional understanding. The narratives were accompanied by chilling images, audio recordings, and testimonies that sent shivers down my spine. One particular story drew me in, a haunting account of an abandoned mansion nestled deep within a desolate forest. It was said to be a place where the veil between the living and the dead was thin, where the supernatural walked among the ruins. The narrative was accompanied by eerie photographs and audio recordings that filled my senses with dread. The more I read, the more I became entangled in the enigmatic tale of the abandoned mansion. I scoured forums and discussion boards, desperate for any morsel of information that would shed light on the unsettling place. But the deeper I delved, the more mysterious the mansion became, and the more obscure the questions that surfaced. I couldn't resist the call to investigate further. The dark web had become a digital obsession, a world where secrets and enigmas beckoned like sirens on the rocky shores. I resolved to visit the abandoned mansion to see for myself if the stories held any kernel of truth. As I journeyed to the isolated location, I could feel the weight of the unknown bearing down on me. The forest surrounding the mansion was dense and foreboding, as if it were reluctant to reveal the secrets hidden within. Entering the mansion was like stepping into another dimension, a place where time had stood still. The walls were adorned with eerie paintings and the air was heavy with a sense of history. I could feel a presence, a ghostly energy that lingered in every room, making the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. As I ventured deeper into the mansion, I discovered a hidden chamber. The room was unlike any other, its walls adorned with cryptic symbols and unsettling artwork. In the center, an old dusty book lay open on a pedestal. The book contained secrets, incantations, and rituals that were beyond my comprehension. As I skimmed through its pages, I could feel an otherworldly presence in the room, a sensation that sent a shiver down my spine. It was as if I had stumbled upon a forbidden knowledge that had been concealed for centuries. The more I delved into the book, the more I became entangled in its secrets. I could feel the weight of the enigma pressing down on me, a force that I could not comprehend or control. It was a moment of realization that the line between the digital and the real had been breached, and I was caught in the web of the unknown. As I left the mansion, I couldn't help but wonder if the dark web was a place where reality and enigma intertwined, a realm where secrets could be uncovered, but at a perilous price.